Yo, what up, big pimps? It's your man sevRAWR187 here with the tips and tricks video. Oh, hold on a second, So like I was trying to say, this video is it got tips and tricks from me in it, things that I like to do in this game, things that I think you should do, and I promise that if you follow all the advice I give you in this video, you're going to have people raging at you as such.
Yo, Frandito Bandito, fat, disgusting, ugly shitbag. Go get some fucking fresh air, dude.
Hi, YouTube, hi.
Fuck.
Go get some fresh air, you fat, greasy fuck.
Hey, Sev, keep the hacks off for this game, you fucking piece of shit.
Fuck, man, I'm gonna submit you for fucking hacking, man, because that's some bullshit.
Okay, be sure to check my YouTube, sevRAWR187.
Cool.
Got him.
Boy, how much you pay for those hacks? Christmas money? Figure.
You suck at basketball, kid. We can start by talking about armor. All right, now you got choices here. All right, and there's 3 choices that you could possibly make. You got light armor, heavy armor, and armor is for Kello Scrubs who finally got a positive ratio on CS Crack House in 2016. Now, if your answer was armor is for Scrubs who finally got a positive ratio on CS Crack House in 2016, you would absolutely be correct. Armor is one of the most worthless things you can have in this game. And if you actually think armor is viable, you probably also think 4,000 DPI is viable. I'm looking at you, Darash. Now, I couldn't make a video like this without talking about some of the weapons in the game. I think it's important to note the weapons that you should never use under any circumstances if you want to average a decent KDR or even have a chance at taking a point in general, okay? So, I want to go over a few weapons that I personally think are some of the worst weapons in the game. All right, let's get on that. M16A4 is downright terrible. The G36K, who the fuck actually uses this? The M4A1, I gotta tell you, it's like shooting a dart gun at Brock Sampson. You can't even kill this dude with a fucking truck. It's not working, all right? The AKS-74U is fucking horrendous. The M16A2, I'm just assuming that you're a worthless teammate anytime I see this and I avoid you or bait you. SKS, it breaks my fucking heart. I liked it better in Rising Storm 2. Now let's talk about a couple weapons that you should use. The PKM and shotguns. Well, let's start out with my personal favorite, the motherfucking PKM. So you gotta one-tap somebody at mid-range? Fine. Close range? Fine. You're good to go. Here's somebody through a motherfucking wall because they scoped in? You got a PKM, baby. Spray him the fuck down with ease, son. What about long range? This thing is still a fucking monster. There's no escaping this fucking thing. Dude, that was a fucking massacre. The more you use the PKM, the more you're going to realize it's really just the best gun for any situation. You should also abuse shotguns whenever the opportunity arises. Oh, they're leaving. Always abuse the restricted areas. It's high risk, high reward, but if you do it right, you follow your shit up and don't get caught, you'll come up behind an entire enemy team and fuck them up. Capping now. Man, coming behind him.
Let me know when you guys are done.
If you're positive that your team's going to cap the current objective, just move on through the restricted area to the next objective on the map that your team has to cap. Try your luck. See if you can defend it. Get a free point out of it. Or you could, well, you know.
Good luck.
Objectives in this game are honestly very poorly placed and designed, in my opinion, making Molotov and incendiary spam absolutely fucking broken on these points. Watch how easy this is.
Watching the middle angle. Sev's already on the objective.
You could also just have a good time with him.
Where is this kid? How is he up there?
Up there. I see him.
Observer, this is Station. We got you. He's inbound. Train's inbound. Going on. Get clear. They're pushing left. Going on gas man. Hey, I'm on air. Copy that, brother. Put your mask.
Gotta be careful with windows, though. Now, the Hipfire and iron sight sensitivities, this might just be a personal preference on my part. I'm not sure how many other people enjoy it. I believe that your Hipfire sensitivity should be significantly higher than your iron sight sensitivity. My Hipfire sensitivity is the exact same that I use in Quake Live. It's a 13.6-inch 360, so it's something that I'm accustomed to, and it's not something that I needed to adjust to when I first started playing this game. Iron sight sensitivity is a 36-inch 360 for tactical shooters. Lower sensitivity, it's much easier to switch between multiple targets accurately, which appear on your screen. One thing I don't see a lot of players doing is using their Hipfire sensitivity and iron sight sensitivity to work together. Now, this clip here is I iron sight in and I need to switch targets fast, but my iron sight sensitivity is too low. So I iron sight in, and as I iron sight out, I use my Hipfire sensitivity to flick to the next target, and as I'm iron sighting back in, I use my iron sight sensitivity to readjust for accuracy. Now, I wanted to get a better clip of this. However, I'm currently banned from the game until the 31st, and I really didn't feel like waiting to put out this video, so yeah.
Unfucking believable.